Hey, what's happening, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into issue 1 of Prelude to the Republic, a story that takes us deep into the early days of the galactic with politics, Jedi responsibilities, and personal conflict. At the heart of it all is Ki-Adi-Mundi, the wise but stubborn Jedi who finds himself torn between loyalty to his people and the pull of the Republic. We'll explore the decisions that sets everything in motion, council debates, family tension, and a protest that ends in tragedy. So let's get into it. So we open on Cerea, remote, traditional, tucked away in the mid-rim, far from the pulsing heart of the Republic. Representative Cerea has just landed, all gleaming with Republic ambition. He's come to speak with the Elder Council, ready to pitch the usual, advanced technology, better resource management, all promises of a brighter future. But the Cerean elders, they're not sold. They turn to the gallery for guidance, and that's when Jedi Ki-Adi-Mundi speaks. Calm but firm, he knows what this is, a bribe wrapped in diplomacy. He talks about Cerea's balance with nature, its rejection of reckless technology. He says, I would never wish to condemn any living being to such a toxic and unnatural world, he says. If this is the future you envision for Cerea, then no, we won't be bought with gadgets and promises. Sileus is stunned. No one talks to a Republic rep like that. He calls it a mistake, a grave mistake. But the elders don't flinch, they don't even vote, and it's a flat out no. Ki-Adi-Mundi leaves the gallery to find his bond wife Cerea. She's been waiting outside. There's an issue with Marwyn, one of his four honor wives. So on Cerea, the male to female ratio is 20 to 1, so polygamy is the norm. But that doesn't make it simple. There's always friction between bond wives and honor wives. Ki-Adi-Mundi wastes no time to see Marwyn. Marwyn's got problems with their daughter Sylvan again. Ki-Adi sighs. Apparently, Sylvan's taken off with that boy again, Marjoda no more. Ki-Adi thought she was over him, but guess not. So he agrees to find her. He walks Marwyn out of the room and checks back with Cerea again, who's cleaning up a spill after watering her plants. Something's off. He thinks it's the usual tension, jealousy, competition, but no, it's deeper. She's angry, sad even. She's the only one of his wives who hasn't had a child with him. The others have had several, but with Cerea nothing, and it's eating at her. He can see it, feel it. He wants to comfort her, but he doesn't have the words because the truth is, he's afraid. Afraid of what he wants. He's only ever had daughters with his wives, and deep down he wants a son. He hates that about himself. He can hide that disappointment from his honor wives, but from Cerea? Not so, the one who knows him best. She's a little force sensitive, so she'd feel his disappointment. So she storms off in frustration with him. He doesn't stop her. He mounts his Arix, his massive bird-like beast native to the planet, and heads off searching for Cerea. Meanwhile, out in the fields of Takave, something's stirring. So Takave is this unique grass that only grows in Cerea. The locals use it to make guilia, a powerful euphoric drug that basically is a type of spice. Off-worlders love it, but it's rare for a reason. The plant only grows where there's malleum in the atmosphere, and malleum is almost non-existent, just a few parts per trillion. But even that tiny amount is enough to keep the Takave alive. And that means Cerea controls the supply of guilia. Effort Mon, a bulky scheming Shevin from Vinzoth, knows this better than anyone. He's running atmospheric scans, watching the malleum levels flicker on his screen. Exporting malleum? Illegal, and technology on Cerea is also illegal. But Effort Mon doesn't care. To him, laws are just suggestions. He sells malleum on the black market to anyone looking to synthesize their own guilia and smuggles off-world items. Some days, business is a struggle, and others, his fortunes are wild. Ki-Adi-Mundi follows the sound of shouting. He's nearing the tech rally. It's packed. Young Cereans, full of fire and frustration. Speaker after speaker gets up, tearing into the elders. They're holding us back. We need change, progress, says the speakers. The crowd eats it up, and then the final speaker steps forward. The air shifts from anger to excitement. It's Bron, an off-worlder. He's a smooth-talking diplomat. He's got special permissions to wander beyond the outsider citadels, rare for someone not born on Cerea, and he used that freedom to poison the minds of the youth, to turn them against their own people. He floats above the stage on a repulsor lift, blatant violation of Cerea's anti-tech rules, and no one stops him. Why? because to revoke his status would be censorship, and Bronn knows it. He counts on it. He waits for silence, then with a grin, "The galaxy is laughing at you," he shouts. "Can't you hear it? From the stars, they mock you. Your outdated ways, your ancient customs. Why put up with it?" He urges them to reject the elders, stand up, take what's theirs. Ki-Adi, looking on, can't stay quiet. He cuts in, challenging Bronn. "What do you know about rights? What do these children know?" The crowd explodes in boos, but Bronn, ever the showman, waves them down. He lets Ki-Adi speak. It makes him look generous, like the bigger man, and Ki-Adi sees the trap and walks right into it. Still, he steps forward, trying to reason. "Only with age and experience can you see clearly," he says. "Wisdom doesn't come from firebrands and repulsor lifts." Then he sees her, Sylvan, in the crowd standing next to Maj Odo no more. Though he pushes on with his speech, trying to get through to the youths. "Look at the citadels," he pleads. "Is that what you want for our world?" Suddenly, Maj Odo bolts for the stage, grabs the mic, screams that Ki-Adi is the enemy. "The elders are oppressors," he screams. The crowd goes wild. Ki-Adi's pulled down, swallowed by the bodies, and shouts. He could fight, but he's a Jedi, and he doesn't. These are kids, angry, confused kids. As Ki-Adi is being subdued by the youths, Maj Odo grabs his lightsaber. He raises it in the air like a prize. He activates it. A hum, a flash. A Cerean youth crumples. The cheers die. Panic sets in. Maj Odo drops the saber, grabs Sylvan, and they disappear into the chaos. Ki-Adi stares at the fallen boy. The boy had fallen by his saber, and the blames rested squarely on him. The crowd turns on him. The Jedi, they say, killed one of their own. And at the edge of the crowd is Bronn, watching it all, grinning. So that's issue 1 of Prelude to the Rebellion. It's not action heavy, but it sets the stage. We've got a planet caught between tradition and progress, a Jedi who thinks he's doing the right thing, and a crowd that turns on him fast. Ki-Adi-Mundi goes from a respected elder to public enemy in one issue, and now a young Cerean is dead. So here's the question. Is Ki-Adi-Mundi responsible? Even if he didn't strike the blow, did his pride lead to that moment? And will he be guilty of the youth's death? Let me know what you think in the comments. So if you like this, give it a like, share it around, and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time for issue 2 of Prelude to the Republic.